Today we are going to talk about 7.4, the applications. Our learning target today will be, I can set up the simultaneous linear equations in two unknown, so you may copy it down on your class workbook. Altogether, there should be 4 steps in order to solve one problem, but today we only focus on number 1 and number 2. For number 1, we are going to identify the two unknowns in the problem and represent them using letter. Then that means let x and let y. For step 2, we are going to set up the linear equations for each given condition in the problem. And that means if you see one sentence, usually you are going to translate it into one equation. And now we are going to turn the following keywords into the mathematical symbol. So you may copy it down on your class workbook. So let's start the first example. Here, the sum of the ages of Peter and his mother is 48. Also, his mother's age is 24 less than 5 times that of Peter. How old are Peter and his mother? First of all, we can identify the two unknowns in the problem. That means the Peter age and his mother age. So we let x to be Peter age and we let y to be his mother age. Later on, for the first sentence, we can see that this is a keyword sum, and this is another keyword is. So that means we can turn it into the linear equations. X plus y equals 48 because it represents equal sign. And then we have to combine the x and y using the plus because we see the keyword sum. For the second sentence, we can see this is the position of the is. So that means we have to turn it into the equal sign here. His mother age means y. So y and equal sign on the left. And then later on for the right hand side, we can see this is a keyword less. This is a keyword times. So that means we have to combine 5 times the age of Peter first. And then we can see that this is 5x. And bear in mind, for the 24 less than, we need to put it at the back. So we have minus 24. And that's all about this question. Remember, today our target is just to set up the equation. For the second example, here shows the rectangle. And then the length of the rectangle is 2 times of the width. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 24 cm, find the length and the width of the rectangle. So we can use two unknowns to represent the length and also the width. So now let x cm be the length and let y cm to be the width. And then from the first sentence, we can see that this is the position of the is. So we have the equal sign here. The length is 2 times the width, so we translate it into x equals to 2 times y. For the second sentence, the perimeter of the rectangle is 24 cm, so we turn the is into the equal here. And if you still remember, we have learned about the perimeter in Form 1. The perimeter means the sum of all the 4 sizes in the rectangle. In this case, we have x here, we have y here. So if we duplicate it, we can have the perimeter, because this will be also x and this will be also y. So we have x plus y in the brackets, and later on we times 2. So that's all about setting up the two equations. Here comes the last example. The total price of 3 apples and 2 oranges is $24, whereas the total price of 2 apples and 5 oranges is $38. Find the price of an apple and the price of an orange. That means 1 apple and 1 and 1 orange. So we let x to be the price of $x to be the price of an apple, and we let $y to be the price of an orange. So altogether there are 2 sentences. From the first sentence, 3 apples and 2 orange is $24. And in the second sentence, 2 apples and 5 orange is $38. So we can set up the 2 equations here. Can you get it? So let's start the practice.